Yo, what is up, guys? Today I got the best picks for you in the WNBA and in esports. We got two WNBA games, so we got two WNBA picks, and I also got two bonus esports picks because we cook on esports. We're going to get into that later in the video, but first up, do me a huge favor, drop a like on this one. It takes you 2 seconds, completely free, so hit that like button. And now let's talk about what happened yesterday, because that's one thing I'll always do, is a recap the day before. There's a lot of people on YouTube who will not recap and just skip, and then when they win, they talk about it a lot and they're real loud. When they lose, they ain't say a word about it. That's not what we are on this channel. I'm recapping every single day, and yesterday, unfortunately, we could not get the job done, and it was oh so close. Alicia Gray gets one bucket right here at the end of the game, literally with less than like around 20 seconds left. She hits the bucket, and we missed the over right there. And then Courtney Vandersloot just needed one more point or rebound. She had 9 in the beginning of the third quarter, I'm pretty sure, and she still ended the game with only 11. Super unlucky there, but it is what it is, guys. We know we're betting with an edge long term. We're going to talk about that later on, why we mathematically actually do have an edge, but it's okay. There's going to be tough days, there's going to be losing days, there's going to be winning days, and I'm a man of my word because I told you guys yesterday that if we do not sweep 4-0, I'm dropping a free VIP for everybody. So here it is. If you guys want one free day of VIP, there's only 100 slots available, and this will definitely sell out. What you got to do is go over to the Winnable. It's winnable.com/BAM. And once you guys go ahead and do this, this link will be in the description as well. Top of the comments, I'll put it. Winnable.com/BAM. You guys can go ahead and log in over there. Once you guys sign up on the VIP, you guys can just go ahead and sign up for literally any pass. Once you guys use code Sonia right here, you guys are going to get in on the VIP for 1 day for completely free. It's a free trial. If you don't like it, you can cancel. Even if you're sure you don't want to renew, you can cancel right away. I'm not trying to scam any of you guys. If you want to lock in on the VIP and just get the VIP picks for a day, today's your day. You got to use code Sonia. Why, you might ask, is that the pick? Well, we're going to be talking about a certain player in today's video that may or may not have that name right there. So that link will be in the top of the comments. If you guys want to get on VIP and start winning some money with us, lock in right now. I'm hooking everybody up with a free day. Now, one more thing. Our VIP results are positive. Like, if you guys are on Underdog Fantasy, I can help you make money. It is literally that simple. We made over $160 for somebody who was only betting with $10 units just last week. So we're pretty much cooking, and we're going to continue rolling into this week. Now, before I get into anything else in the picks for today, you guys are watching this video because you want to make money. So it makes no sense to me why, by the way, another great day we had just a couple days ago. Makes no sense to me why some of you guys are not claiming the free $300 that some apps are giving you right now. PrizePicks is giving you $150 once you play your first $5 when you use code BAM. Underdog Fantasy is giving you $50 when you use code BAM on their app. And Rebet is giving you up to $100 when you guys sign up with code FFBAM. So these are literally $300 worth of bonuses that you guys can go ahead and claim if all you got to do, sign up for the app, use my code, and then play some money on it. You are genuinely just making money. And this is super important for this time of year, especially because we know NFL season is around 25 days away right now. I think 23 days to be exact, which means you guys need to be starting to stack money in your accounts. That is personally what I'm doing on all the apps, on all the accounts that I have. I'm slowly stacking my bankroll, because when the NFL comes in, I'm hammering the NFL. I'm locking in a ton of picks because we know we have an edge on the NFL, and we will be able to profit and win big when football comes around. So if you guys are not stacking money in your accounts, what are you waiting for? This is the best way to go ahead and do it. The code is BAM for PrizePicks and Underdog, and the code is FFBAM for Rebet. Go claim your free bread, and now let's move into the picks for today. Now, you guys can skip ahead 1-2 minutes ahead in the video if you don't want to talk about math, but if you guys know that math is what makes you money, you can listen to this right here. Underdog Fantasy has changed the game. Straight up, Underdog Fantasy is the best app right now, and there's a reason why I'll talk about this. Underdog Fantasy is the app I was just talking about, where if you play $5 using code BAM, you get $50. Now, why is this app so good? It's not just because of their sign-up offer, although that is elite. It is because of this. They've changed the game with their payout structures. The most popular pick is a 2-man power on PrizePicks. This is the most popular pick on DFS. Almost everybody has played this pick before, and everybody has justified to themselves, well, it makes sense that we're only taking 2 picks, because if both of these picks win, it should be easy to win, and then we're going to make money from it because we're going to be winning a lot of slips in quick succession, right? That is what an idiot thinks, and that is exactly how PrizePicks make billions of dollars off their users, right? Because the 57% that I have right here is what you need to hit at in order to break even on Underdog Fantasy playing 2-man powers. If you guys hit 57% of your bets and you're playing 2-man power picks, you will literally make $0. That's it. In the long term, you will not make any money if you're hitting at a 57% clip, which is elite, by the way, but you're only paying 2-man powers on PrizePicks. Well, how can you make this work, right? How can you still be hitting at a great percentage and not make any money? It's because your decision making is wrong. You are deciding to play a 2-man power on an app that's paying you 3x for it. If you guys just play on Underdog Fantasy and play only 4-man flexes, this is what I'm preaching to everybody right now. It is genuinely better odds than DraftKings and FanDuel, better odds than PrizePicks by a country mile. They are giving you the bar line of this. 51.8% is the number. If you guys can hit your bets at more than 51.8%, which by the way, in the VIP, we're hitting well over 60%. If you guys can hit your bets at more than 51.8% and you play only 4-man flexes, you're going to make money. So I'm just here to help you guys understand the true edge that we have right here. The edge that we have over the rest of the public that's losing their money is that they are betting stupid and playing this where they need to hit 57% or higher in order to make money. We are hitting these bets where if you hit more than 51.8%, you will make money, right? So we're already 5 percentage points more of margin on the public. And guys, I'll tell you guys how we can hit possible slips, but let's get into the plays for today because we're going to explain them right here. These top two are the esports picks, and we're going to talk about them later, but we're going to start off here with the WNBA, which is Sonia Citron. Sonia was the name of the discount, of course, on the under at 22.5 points and rebounds. Now, the way that I found this pick was through DailyGrindFantasy, and you guys might be like, well, how'd you find this pick through Daily Grind? I'll tell you. By the way, this is a sports betting tool, helps me out every single day. If you guys want to try it out for yourselves, you can get on using code BAM25. The link is in the description and try it out for yourself. Now, Sonia Citron right here on the under 22.5 PR is flagged as a very profitable pick. So this odds to hit is literally just telling you this is a 55.2% chance of hitting. And this goes back to what you guys were saying earlier, what we were saying earlier, right? You might think, well, how do I hit at 52% or better to get money on Underdog Fantasy? Just use an app like Daily Grind Fantasy, take only plus EV picks, you'll make money in the long run. It's really that simple. Now, this is a 55% chance of cashing. Why is this, right? On Underdog Fantasy, the line is at 22.5. On FanDuel, the line is at 21.5. On DraftKings, the line is 22.5, but it's at minus 130. On Caesars right here, 21.5. Better, 21.5. PrizePicks, 21.5. What is it telling you? There's 5 apps right here saying it's at 21.5, or it is at 22.5, but it's heavily favored on the under. And then you got one app over here on Underdog saying, you know what? I think the line's at 22.5. What does this mean to you guys? This means that the line at 22.5 on Underdog Fantasy is clearly mispriced. And if this is bumped by the time you guys take it, say it's at 22 or say it's 21.5, I still like it and I'll go into that why. But the most important thing is that you guys can find picks like this super often by using a site like Daily Grind Fantasy. It's what I use every single day, and the people who make money the most in the VIP group, they're using this as well. Now, let's talk about other reasons why I like this pick. In particular, she's hit this 50% of the time on the over and the under in the last 10, but you got to zoom out and you got to look at, well, the long term. She's hit this on the under in 61% of games. Very, very solid. And even though the matchup doesn't look great, it looks like it's a pretty bad defense on the head-to-head, well, it's actually looking decent. She's hit the under in 2 out of the last 3 games. So I do like this one a ton. Over on the under at 22.5, but the best reason is because it's a plus EV pick. Plus EV means plus expected value. We are basically looking at the books and treating them as each of our opinions, right? And if there's 5 guys in your circle saying this line should be at 21.5, and there's 1 guy in your circle saying the line's at 22.5, you're going to go over to that book and you're going to slam the under. That is simply what makes sense. Now, getting into play number 2, we're going over to Kayla McBride on the under at 2.5 3-pointers made. And you guys might be calling me crazy because she's been on an absolute heater, right? And now I'm going to start using terms that a lot of people who lose money on sports, they start using these terms too. They go, she's looking real hot right now. She's absolutely playing out of her mind. She just got 10 threes in that last game or 3 games ago. Now, let's zoom out. Let's look at the long term and let's look at the stats that actually matter, right? She has been hitting a ton of threes recently, including a blowout game or a pop-off game, I should say right here. But well, let's look at this, actually what's happening right here, right? She is going up against possibly the easiest matchup against 3-pointers made that we have ever seen. Excluding this pop-off game right here, she's been going up against some absolute horrendous defenses, and she's been splashing some threes in their faces, going for 3 threes, 4 threes, 3 threes, right? Now, let's see exactly what's happening here. In the head-to-head up against this particular Golden State team, she's hit the under in 75% of these games. And it's not just the past Golden State team that has been crushing her. Look at what's happening right now. The 3 points made allowed, so how good of a 3-point defense is this GSV team? They are literally second in the WNBA, guys. So it doesn't matter how hot you've been shooting the ball. Well, you're going up against one of the toughest defenses in the league right now when it comes specifically to making 3-pointers, and she has notoriously in the past struggled against this defense, at least when it comes to knocking down threes. So we're betting on that once more time. You're going to see a lot of people on PrizePicks, especially, just click over on that little stats icon and see 4 green bars and 1 red bar and hit the over and think that they just did some research, guys. That ain't research. Now, let's get into the esports plays of the day. This is going to be our first 2 picks. You guys better believe we're locking this in as a 4-man flex play, because a 4-man flex play at 7.2x for a 4 out of 4 and 1.8x for a 3 out of 4, the bar is 51.8%. If you guys want to talk to me about the math, I'll explain it to you. Just drop a comment down below. But let's talk about these 2 esports picks. These are 2 plays in Counterstrike. We're taking Tauson and Rez on the unders of 25.5 now kills on maps 1-2 and 14.5 headshots on maps 1-2. These guys play on the same team, and I'm just going to break this down super quickly. This is in an esport called Counterstrike. Esport is betting on video games, and these guys might sound stupid. You think you might just betting on guys, you know, playing in their mom's basement on their PS5. No, these guys are legitimate. These guys are making, some of these guys, hundreds of thousands up to millions a year just to play video games. It is an actual legitimate sport. This is the most important thing you guys need to understand. You're not just betting on some idiots in their basement, right? These guys, why are we taking them on the under, right? They're going up against a team that is significantly better than them in MOUs. And when this happens in Counter-Strike, when you got one team who's kind of mid going up against one team who's really, really good, you expect this discrepancy to show in the game result. So in Counter-Strike, if it's a very, very fast game, that means that one team blew the other team out. And if it's a fast game, it doesn't matter how much better you were than the other team. There's just going to be less rounds, which means less time, which means less opportunities to get kills. So that's exactly why I like these guys on the under. They are playing on the same team, which means it's a little bit of correlation, which has good news and bad news. The bad news is our payout will be slightly less than it would be if we just take 4 uncorrelated picks. But the good news is if one of them hits, the other one is significantly more likely to cash, because say Towson goes on the under at 25.5 kills because the game was short. He didn't have much opportunities to get kills. Well, we can use those 2 same reasons. Well, the game was short. There was not many opportunities for kills. Because of those 2 things, well, then Rez is going to hit on the under at 14.5 headshots. So it's very, very likely that these guys will both hit on the under together or both hit on the over together. And that's all I got for this one. I appreciate y'all watching the video. Let's make some money.